Let's pick up all of our gear. We've got a lift. Kadar, Jesus, and Abdi, Issa, I want to talk to you real quick. Yeah.
Just be like, hey, yo, what up, guys? I don't know, dude.
Hey guys, this is money vlog.
Yeah. Dude, not. Oh, yeah, it is on.
My name Lord Lick. Is it actually on?
Yeah, it is.
What's up, macho?
You know what I'm saying? We're vlogging today. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Let's go to the mall.
You wanna go to the mall?
Bro, shut the
You wanna go to the mall, bro?
shut the look outside, bro.
Just take it.
Probably not even on. Is it
It's
on?
on, dude.
It's on.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Danny.
yeah, it is. Oh, we got another vlog right here. رسمة فرحة ولودي ده.
أنا أفرح مني يا
You know what I'm saying? Tala. Say cheese.
Yeah, dude.
Seabass, join the vlog, dude.
Hey, yo, what up, guys?
We got another vlog right here.
No.
Yeah, it is. Look at it. Turn it around. Turn it around.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so we're about to do some weightlifting right now. I'll take you guys to the pastas right now. JP, hit the music. Because I'm a big boy. Oh, got the 25s.
This straight up
You know, we do the curls. You gonna be my partner?
I think so, too.
Oh,
Yeah, it is. What's up, guys? We're over here.
It's
on.
oh.
Look, I'm being serious. A day in the life. A day in the life.
As the season rolls on, there are backroom staff members making sure this team is successful. Whether it's team kit manager Marty Carlson making sure that every day the team's clothing is washed, or Wendy Hoodley managing the team's travel logistics, or head cook Jessica Colesrud and her staff making sure each day that the boys are well fed at school. It is clear that the one team, one family rallying cry goes far beyond the bounds of the active roster. But perhaps the most unknown team member working behind the scenes with this team is one who is seen only occasionally in front of the camera. Behind the professional look of the team's Instagram page and YouTube channel is a high school junior, Alex Ramirez. Ramirez answered an advertisement this summer on the team's Instagram page looking for students to help produce content.
I was bored scrolling through Instagram when I saw the boys soccer team post, and they were like looking for two guys to help with like taking pictures and like videotaping and stuff. And they were like, we're looking for two guys with an artistic eye, and I was like, that sounds like me. So I was like, I'm gonna ask him. And so I reached out to Mr. Peter. I was a little bit nervous at first. I even asked like some of my friends, and they were like, yeah, dude, you should definitely join. Like, you take really good pictures.
Since day one, Ramirez has been overwhelming people with the quality of his work.
So I got interested in photography when I got my first iPhone, which was in 7th grade. That was when I got my first like really good quality camera. Nobody ever taught me how to take pictures or anything. I taught myself how to, you know, by failing and like getting up again and learning new things. So yeah, I basically just like started playing around with it, started taking pictures of like a tree or like a flower, you know. And at first I was like, you know, it's kind of boring. The picture kind of seems like kind of gray, you know, it doesn't have any color in it. So that's when I got into editing and all this stuff.
Despite producing photos worthy of a coffee table book, Ramirez's gear is surprisingly simple. Alex uses an iPhone at practice and an old low-quality DSLR camera for his game shots, and he edits everything on his phone.
His photos just really come alive and show that emotion of the team and the journey the team took together. As an outsider, it appeared some highs and some lows, and just the work and the teamwork together. He captured that in his photos.
I saw how hard they work and how passionate they were about soccer. So I was like, I'm not gonna let them down. I'm gonna let people know that they're like the best team in the section. I really don't mind it because, they're like really good, and I'm like gonna be there for them and take pictures, and show people how good they are by the pictures I take.
But not only is he skilled behind the lens, he is also gifted as a teacher. Ramirez has been a popular guest at Viking Elementary School multiple times this year to teach 5th and 6th grade students about photography in Kate Martinez's art class.
I just reached out to Alex and said, we were partway through our photography unit, and I just said, would you be willing to come present your work and just talk about your journey as a photographer? And he was open to it. And he put together a beautiful presentation of his work. The topics, the vocabulary he used is exactly what we're talking about in class.
But I was kind of nervous, but I was like, it's something new I should try out. And when I showed them my pictures, to the kids, they were like, they're really good like that. They were like, the guys look like superheroes and like they look powerful. And I was like, yeah, they really look powerful.
With key stars out due to injury, in the coming weeks it will become increasingly important that all the players begin to feel like superheroes. At Monday's practice, head coach John Peter and his assistant Andy Johnson are conducting weekly individual meetings with players as they discuss the players' progress and development.
Well, first of all, we put in some new stuff last week, right? And like some new ways to move, and Thursday you were playing a new position you weren't really used to, right? Okay, and then Saturday, like that's the best I've ever seen you play. Right? Yeah. Would you agree with that?
Yep.
Okay. Seabass, big Seabass is going to be out for at least 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. And Lico's out for at least another week. So.
Big Seabass is not going to play tomorrow?
No, and he won't play next week against Hillcrest, and he might not play at homecoming against Hillcrest either. Yeah. It was kind of a big injury, right? So that means we got to move some guys around, right? And we're gonna move little Seabass down to center back. Okay, which means guess who's the 6 now? Yep, you're gonna play the 6, and I'm not at all worried that you can do it. We're gonna work through all our progressions tonight. Okay, you'll have little Seabass behind you helping out. Okay. And then I'm going to move out the Issei down into the midfield to play your spot, play the 8.
You wanted that, he's going to come. He said he's going to today.
Yeah, because there's a lot of reasons we're going to move him, but I think that him and Kadar will be a good combination, and I think he can pressure the ball in the midfield like we need him to. So, does that sound all right?
Yeah, that's good.
With the injuries within the squad, the coaches must move players around within the team's setup, and these meetings serve as an opportunity to be transparent so there are no surprises later during the practice sessions. For the second game in a row, freshman center back Sabir Farah will start, but then shifting within a starting 11 begins as midfielder Sebastian Centeno is asked to move to center back, while freshman Kadar Aden will move from the number 8 position to the 6. The move will cascade striker Abdi Issei into the midfield to play the number 8, which in turn will open the door for Daniel Urbano to start his first match of the season at striker. While the changes are significant, there is optimism from the team as they go through the preparations for tomorrow's home match against the Crookston Pirates.
We all had to do our job. JP was strict with the pattern plays mostly because of the movement and how we moved. If we did one wrong step, like maybe an inch off, he would be like, you have to be in this side of the position of the ball.
Now, let's talk about how you just ran, okay? I like where you ended up. I don't like how you got there. You started right here. And how did you get there? No. I don't care about the speed. The speed was fine. What direction did you take? You went like straight at those mannequins. Okay? Remember, you're always as the sixth, the support player. So I want you to make your run over here, so you're supporting here, and now you can come into this space.
And something that I learned from him was the rolling ball. I would just run to the ball, turn my whole body around, but he told me to let the ball come to me and move from it, and then I can get a faster switch on the ball, and it helped the team faster and move down the field.
Sebastian Rosiles and Lico Pedroza are rendered spectators today as they must wait for the swelling to reduce before they begin the rehabilitation process. With this as the only session before the next match, the players have substantial learning to do, specifically in their new roles. But as the team works through its practice, one thing is still bothering JP from Saturday's loss.
How long did that take to get from there to there? 6, 7, 8 seconds, right? This is why I don't care if there's 30 seconds left and we're behind and we have a goal kick. You don't kick it as far as you can. Why would you do that? When he has the ball, who has the ball? We do. If you kick it in the air, who has it? Nobody. It's a 50-50. If we have to score at the end of the game, why would you give it to the other team? If we can do that so quickly and get down the field in 7 seconds, why would you give it to them?
Down a goal late in the match, the team continually kicked the ball long rather than trusting their own system to build out of the back. To JP, an ardent disciple of coaches like Marcelo Bielsa and Pep Guardiola, to play long ball, even late in the game, is the ultimate betrayal of the team's identity. The message is received, and despite the potential for tension within the team, the squad finishes their session upbeat about tomorrow's match. The next afternoon, the new-look Vikings warm up under yellow skies as smoke from the latest batch of California wildfires has pushed into the Midwest. Sebastian Rosiles watches warm-ups in a state of shock as he mentally prepares to sit on the sidelines of match for only the second time in program history.
Not too good. Kind of sad. Can't play. But it's all right. Be back in like no time. 3 weeks, maybe 2.
Rosiles has been diagnosed with a sprained MCL and a dislocated kneecap and will begin full rehab tomorrow. Despite Lico and Rosiles being absent from the lineup, Kadar Ibrahim leads the Vikings to a definitive 10-0 victory over the Pirates. Ibrahim is on a roll and lights up the Pirates with 3 goals for his second hat trick in 3 matches. But despite the win and the achievements of this day, there is more bad news for the Vikings.
Run inside, Macho. Run inside. Run. Come on. Ah. You all right, Macho? You're done for today, okay? Get your stuff back on, okay? Right here.
Macho has tweaked his hamstring, and it is unclear the degree of his injury or how long he may miss. The next day, JP receives a stunning midday text message from Kadar Ibrahim. King Kadar, has suffered a seizure and is in the emergency room.
It was like 5 in the morning. I came to the I went to the bathroom, came back, and that's what happened. Like after I woke up, I was trying to figure out, because my tongue was bleeding too, and I bit myself. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's not fun. Seizure is not fun. I was scared of not playing because maybe like the doctor will tell me like, take a break or don't play until we figure out something like this.
Most people who have had seizures are going to be allowed to participate in most sports, actually. And especially in the sports that we tend to think about as sports, things like football or soccer, or basketball or track and field. Realistically, they can have had a relatively recent seizure or be having ongoing seizures and still likely be cleared to participate in that sport.
For now, though, Ibrahim must wait for clearance from a neurologist as he recovers. And the health of Ibrahim is weighing heavily on JP, as is the growing list of injuries within the team. That evening, Lico and Sebastian begin their rehab with the team trainer Nathan Clark. Macho is assessed to have a minor hamstring strain. He is ordered to rest, but it is unclear when he will be available again.
Where should your hands go once you're close enough? To touch them! It's not called touch tight because we're like, it's just a fun name. It's touch tight because we want to touch them. Come on, Abe. Come on, Abe. Close them down. Now get your hands on him. Get your hands on him. There you go.
The Vikings continue to shuffle players into new positions, but as fast as they can teach the new roles to the players, the injuries continue to pile up. Suhaib Farah, Ibrahim's replacement in the midfield, has been waiting all season for his opportunity to play.
Like, I was playing, but like, I wanted to start like some of the games. And then Kadar got injured and a lot of other people. And I was like, this is my chance. And then one day I practiced, like, I guess I didn't warm up like good. Then I just tried to sprint once, and then it's like something pulled off. Like, it just hurt. But I just kept going. I was like, I'm fine. It's gonna be okay by tomorrow. Like, after motorball, I couldn't even move. I couldn't even like walk like, straight. So I was like really frustrated. Like, I was like, over the weekend it'll be fine. But then on Sunday it just got worse. Like, I tried to walk around, but it just got worse. So like, it was really frustrating.
But now, like an apparition, Farah's chance to play is gone.
Perfect, Daniel! Push up hard! Push up hard! Tell where you are! Tell where you are! Nice save, Arturo!
In that same murder ball session, Josh Urbano strains his hamstring, and it is immediately clear that he will miss the next match.
I was like scared because I knew that like most of our defense was like injured, and I didn't want to let down the team.
I didn't expect so many people to get hurt, especially like our star players.
And it was all during the same stretch. And well, I was kind of scared that we wouldn't get some of the players back.
We thought our season was going to be end because we were missing one of our two best center backs. We thought we weren't going to go anywhere because our center backs were gone, and our whole team was dependent on our defense this year and how our defense worked so hard to protect that goal.
And I knew that I had to keep the team focused for the next games because I knew that our team wanted to win that conference title, and by losing one game could really affect how the standings are.
Only 5 players remain from the day one starting lineup, and the team must now figure out how to shape a lineup primarily made up of reserves and players from the junior varsity developmental team. Two of the healthy starters preparing to play only their 5th game on varsity are freshmen, midfielder Kadar Aden and center back Subir Farah. These young men were co-JV MVPs last season and had not expected to see much playing time on the field this season. And for Farah, this is only the start of his 3rd year ever playing soccer.
When I actually started soccer was like back in 7th grade, and when I started the season. I knew of the game, but when we in our Adsoa, we couldn't like play soccer, like we're all streets. When you go to the big field, there are like big people there, you can't play with them. I even know like what position is what, or like if a striker or defender. I thought just get in the field. I didn't even know what, like if they're 11 on 11 or if they're, I just knew they're goalkeepers and then just playing the game. So when people say like you're good because you came here and you were Somali and you're like people play the game, so it just makes frustrating because you had to work hard for playing and work hard for becoming good, or like our team, it's all Somalis and Mexicans, so we all had to work hard to become good.
Another team player is Kadar Aden. He never wanted assists or goals. Well, he wanted goals, but
chicken fries. Kadar, he got his name because there are 2 Kadars. There's a big one and a little one. So every time we call Kadar, the little one or the big one, they both turn around and say, "What?" And then you're like, "I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the other one." So then we made a name for the little Kadar. His name was Chicken Fries, and the big Kadar, he named himself King Kadar.
Chicken fries. There's a lot of things about chicken fries. When he's playing with the Somali, he does not listen. Like, he does his own thing.
Yeah, I believe that number 3 will be a really good player.
We're not in Sunday League! Quit dribbling the ball so much! Do your job!
Over here, we listen to each other, we cooperate, we do everything together.
He did a really good job in the midfield, you know. He wasn't scared of anything. He would go right to the ball. He would fight for it. No matter who he was playing against, he'd just, give it all he has.
Now, to players like 8th grader Abdul Ahmed, who is about to start his first game, Kadar and Sabir are seasoned veterans to look to for leadership.
Yeah, I was very nervous. I was thinking about it the whole night, actually. Even in the mornings, even towards the school, I was thinking about it. I was scared to do some mistakes.
I was nervous because I had to now step up. Before, like, they were going, let me go through, like, and they were teaching me and they were letting me know what to do. Now I had to let Arturo and Abdul, and I had to let them know what to do.
There is one more player hoping to make a significant impact. Hamza Ishoa has been patiently waiting for his opportunity to prove himself since returning to America last fall and watching last season from the view of a spectator.
Yeah, I was frustrated that I came here late and I couldn't play with the team. When I was watching the team, there was some things wrong that I wanted to correct and go out there and correct.
Like many on the team, Hamza's story doesn't fit the narrative that many outsiders believe about this team.
I was born in Fargo, and I grew up there for a little bit, and I came here to Pelican Rapids, starting in 3rd grade, all the way up to 7th grade. And then I went to Somalia and Mogadishu because my parents wanted to, my mom's side, they wanted us to know more about them. And I was there for about 2 years too.
Ishoa's wait for a starting spot is over as he is getting the first team reps on this Monday's session.
I was nervous. That was my first game I was starting. I was nervous, and there was a lot of injuries there too. A lot of people were out. I was nervous for the team and for myself.
Although their next opponent, Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, has yet to win a game this season, The complete turnover within the squad causes the Vikings to give every detail extra attention in their preparation for the match.
That means I'm pulling Hamza. You are dictating so much of what happens. If you decide to go outside, you gotta tell everybody, because it changes what we do.
At no point in the season has JP's seemingly manic attention to detail been more apparent as he tries to prepare this now inexperienced squad for the upcoming match.
Go! All the way to sideline, Muhammad. All the way. Wide, wide.
As game time approaches, Macho is declared to be fit enough to play at center back. And as the game starts, the Vikings have only 2 subs available. Kadar Ibrahim has returned to be with the team for the first time since his seizure, but is in a new role on the sideline along with Lico, Rosiles, and Urbano.
Switch it. Quick.
I felt like Jose Mourinho, man, the new coach.
It was good for like me because I ended up telling players what to do, and in a way I saw the game differently, from the side.
I mean, watching all those younger guys play, it was pretty cool to just watch them out there. But I mean, you think of it you never know. I mean, it's Hillcrest, it's Rod, he can do anything.
If they don't know what they're doing wrong, you tell them and advise them. So that's what I like about coaching them on the sideline next to Mr. Peter.
You weren't kidding about this bus parking, Nate.
The home team has parked the bus. This is a defensive term that refers to when a team puts nearly all of their defenders into 2 tightly packed banks protecting their goal. It is an excellent way of slowing down an attack-heavy team and is not the first time the Vikings have had this done to them, but it is by far the most extreme version they have seen.
Boy, they are not interested in playing offense.
Early on, the team is settling for shots from deep range. But like many times this season, an error manufactured by the defense creates a scoring opportunity, and the young man who has waited for his chance buries his shot into the back of the net as Hamza Ishoa puts the Vikings ahead 1-0. Moments later, Abdi Issei backheels a wonder goal on a corner to make the score 2-0. But then a mistake from the Vikings, and with the only shot Hillcrest has taken all day, the outcome is suddenly back in question. The young squad is rattled and is struggling to finish their chances. But late in the first half, Hamza is fouled and the Vikings earn a free kick.
No way I'm taking it, man.
The yelling is pure theatrics from Issei, and the thunderbolt from Jesus Moreno puts the team ahead 3-1. But there is a growing frustration on the bench regarding one of the main parts of the Vikings game.
You guys make the switch, but not fast.
Kadar, you gotta switch it faster than that. You know it's there.
Good, Mohammed.
Despite the halftime lead, JP is unhappy but afraid to berate the inexperienced players. He takes the entire team out onto the field for a unique halftime.
Your switching is the worst switching I've seen you ever do. Why is it bad? It's so slow.
Well, we knew that they were gonna park the bus from the start. Even like the practice before, we knew they were gonna park the bus. And we knew switching and like running through, that was gonna break their defense down.
At halftime of that game, JP brought us all onto the field at a halftime in the middle of a game. And he showed us exactly what we had to do because we were switching the ball a little too slow.
Now at this point, how many seconds have we taken on our switch? Really? To get from him to him to him to him? We're 10 seconds in. And guess what they were able to just do on defense? jog back across easy. And all your guys up top are swearing at you because Daniel's making run after run to the outside and Hamza's making run after run to the inside and not getting the ball, which they're fine with if you would then switch the ball quickly.
Me and Daniel were really frustrated because the people in the back were switching the ball very slowly.
It took like about 20 seconds from switching the ball from the one field to the other side, when it should only take about like 7 seconds.
If it's coming from over there and it goes to Macho, your play cannot be to the 6 or here if we're trying to switch it, especially if our guys all just ran through. Your play is here and it's to Muhammad.
Hillcrest's field is like one of like the smallest fields we play on, and it shouldn't take that long. Even on DL's field, we can switch faster than that.
The halftime happened and JP took us out to the field and telling us like, just starting over like what we did in practice and telling us what to do again. It was really embarrassing. You know, people from Pelican looking at us like, what is going on, you know? You guys are going crazy. Make sure like the embarrassing that never happened again, so you had to do our job.
Yesterday we practiced with the mannequins, right? Do the mannequins move? No. And guess how hard we run in practice? When you make those movements, you go hard. Even if they don't seem like they're moving, you guys still have to make your movements and run your patterns at full speed and then swarm back. Right up here, boys. Who are we?
Vikings.
Come on, who are we for real?
Vikings.
Vikings. We're gonna go get this, okay? Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Team.
Let's go, boys.
The team responds, and with their quicker switching, they are able to pull apart the Hillcrest defense and create more chances. Freshman Subir Farah, Kadar, Chicken Fries Aden, and Abdi Isse are near perfect on the day, and Hamza Ishoa is electric in his debut as a starter, finishing with a goal and 2 assists. In the process, they dominate possession, completing 88% of their passing attempts for a record 635 pass completion, demolishing the previous record of 507. Daniel Urbano adds 2 goals to bring the final score to 5-1.
I was really proud of how the boys played tonight. We made it through the match without any injuries, so that was good. But after what we've gone through the last 2 weeks, it was good to get through tonight in one piece. And we just hope we can have a good week and a half now leading up to homecoming, and that everybody can get healthy and can stay healthy.
Vikings have passed through this testing period, each player channeling the superhero within them to withstand the recent wave of adversity. A historic and unforgettable homecoming week awaits the team, but not before an unthinkable twist in this team's journey.
We show up to practice one day and we're all like, where's JP?